The Plan Bay Area, which is a long-range plan, is really the first regional plan to integrate transportation, land use, and housing as mandated under state law called Senate Bill 375. The primary purpose of this integrated land use transportation plan is to really help lower greenhouse gas emissions from cars and light-duty trucks. The law calls for the Bay Area to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions by 7% in year 2020 and by 15% in year 2035 from 2005 levels. However, in addition to these climate protection goals, the plan really looks to carry out a number of complementary goals as well. Those goals really range, follow the gamut. They really help us to provide housing for Bay Area residents, build a stronger economy, protect our natural environment, and enhance accessibility and opportunities for residents of all walks of life here in the Bay Area. There is a key provision in SB 375 that allows for CEQA streamlining, and this is really aimed at both the transportation projects that are in our plan, but also the residential and mixed-use development projects that are identified as part of this plan or sustainable community strategy. To really plan for an efficient land use pattern that really best leverages the $277 billion worth of transportation investments that are being proposed for this plan, particularly the transit investments. So to support our efforts, this law allows for CEQA streamlining for certain residential or mixed-use projects, as well as transit priority projects identified as part of this integrated land use and transportation plan. More specifically, to qualify as a residential or mixed-use project, at least 75% of the total building square footage must be residential use. And to qualify as a transit priority project, or TPP for short, that project must have at least 50% of the building square footage to be residential use, have a floor area ratio of about no less than 0.75, provide a minimum density of 20 units to the acre, as well as be 1/2 mile of a major transit stop or within a high-quality transit corridor that provides at least 15-minute frequencies. For those of you who have been involved in the regional planning efforts over the past few years, you know that we've been working on supporting job and housing growth in areas called priority development areas, or PDAs. PDAs are areas that local governments have volunteered as places for growth in their communities. And we certainly want to support and facilitate the development of priority development areas in our region. And in many ways, PDAs really are a first good step in the right direction. But the state law allows us to look at transit priority projects in those areas as well. Again, the transit priority projects under SB 375 are places where our region, the Bay Area, has invested or planned to invest in transit. These transit priority project areas are, in many ways, like PDAs, areas of opportunities for new housing and job growth. So in many ways, SB 375 really tries to make this plan more relevant to local jurisdictions and residents by removing barriers to creating walkable, livable communities near transit. It also looks to save time and resources for local jurisdictions advancing projects through the environmental process. And I think overall it helps the Bay Area residents to live a really high quality of life, healthier lifestyle by walking, biking, or taking transit to their work, recreation, school, or other destinations.